Okay, has it worked? I think it's working. I actually live this time. Okay, it looks like I actually am. It should be working. It's working. My Twitch mobile, my Twitch app was picking up that I was live. But no one's in chat. I forgot that typing would be ear rape to the mic. Sorry. I'll give it a minute. Give it a minute to see if it's working. It hasn't dropped any frames yet, and it's not disconnecting, so that's good. Everything's green. Get a comfy 1600 KB a second. Poggers, hell yeah. First time someone's given me poggers in the chat. Alright. Toast hasn't said anything, but I think he's here as well. The viewer count takes a bit to update. I don't know. Alright. We'll just continue. Oh, free viewers. Sweet. I try to grasp the passing of time, but it seems hard. I'm still used to the rhythm of the hospital. Sorry about that. I don't know what went wrong. OBS disconnected, and then it tried to reconnect and failed, and then it tried again, and it worked. But then I apparently wasn't actually live. And restarting OBS didn't work. Restarting the stream, nothing was working, and I was like, alright, I gotta restart my entire computer, which apparently I needed to do. Where was I? I'm still used to the rhythm of the hospital, where trivialities such as the day of the week or time of day didn't really matter. Everything was the same, no matter what. Rediscovering the significance of time is an oddly disorientating experience, and I find myself enjoying the fact that I can categorize events in this fashion. The relevancy of a ticking clock is surprisingly delightful, and I decide to start wearing an analog wristwatch, something I didn't used to do before. When I finally ask Rin on Thursday about something that's been bothering me for the entire week, it's already lunchtime. Oh, nice. The time is somewhere between 11:06 and 11:00. What? Between? Oh, like, alright, sure. As my watch doesn't have a hand to show seconds, it's an old-fashioned kind with a black leather strap and titanium casing. It doesn't look flashy, but a wristwatch doesn't need to. Hey, remember that sketch you made of me? You said I looked grim and gloomy or something? I'd like to know what you meant by that. She gives me a weird look and tilts her head a few degrees to the left. Doesn't say anything for a while. Nice wrist. Yeah, dude. I got a hella wrist. Well, you see, we've known each other for 2 weeks, and I haven't seen you smile even once. Yeah, Toast, we're here. The stream lives. I'm lucky. I'm lucky it fixed itself out. I'm not lucky that I had to restart my entire computer to do it, but it's back. Not for too long, though. If we didn't have any... that interruption took like 20 minutes or something. What a pain. But, I should still be streaming for another 30-40 minutes. Striking observation gives me pause. Have I stopped smiling? I have to take what she says as truth. She has no reason to lie. Something about the way she puts it annoys me. I frown at Rin, then try to correct my expression to look less depressed. I haven't been in the cheeriest of moods during the past few months or so. This is true. Does it show so much that someone like Rin can tell after so little contact with me? Should I try to smile more at Rin? Maybe she could appreciate it, having such a natural face herself. Oh, neutral face almost all the time. If I really stopped smiling. I see. Should I smile more? I don't mind either way. Be as you are. You can't help being a sow anyway. But it bothers you? I just noticed it, that's all. Emmy here comes Emmy, cheery. Emmy skips along the hallway, jumps to the shop. Oh, jumps to a sharp stop when she reaches us and lightly pats her in the shoulder. Ready for lunch? Depends on what lunch is today. Remember that stew from March? Never again. That. Let's go anyway, I'm starving. As they're about to depart, Emmy turns from her friend to me, seemingly as an afterthought, and smiles charmingly. By the way, Sal, the tone is way too sweet and soft to be sincere. I can sense the trap about to be sprung upon me by this miniature health devil. I know what she's about to say even before she continues, because I've been trying to avoid her all week. Still haven't seen you at the track this entire week. Maybe I've been there when you haven't. That's impossible, I'm there all the time. But you sleep and go to class. I do this at the same time as you do. Yeah, I know, I just haven't been able to pick myself up. Don't run me out to the nurse, okay? Running just isn't my thing, and I haven't come up with a good alternative. Why don't you come to the track meet this weekend? Maybe you'll get inspired. Track meet? Yeah, people from a few other schools come here for some friendly track and field action. It's on Sunday afternoon. Can't think of any reason not to go. Sure, I'll come and cheer for you. I guess you'll be running. Of course, you'll get to see me beat them all. But bye now. If I don't get something to eat, I'll die. See you later. Bye, Rin. I promise I'll smile next time. Call after her as a bit of an afterthought. Afterward, I feel embarrassed about it. I wonder why I said anything at all. He's starting to like her. That night, when I'm doubly certain that Kenji won't be budging in the bathroom, I look in the mirror and smile at my reflection. The me in the mirror smiling at the me in the bathroom looks awfully fake. There's an art to faking a smile. It's not easy. I'm not even convinced I can do it, but I do know you can do it, it's just not easy. Having exhausted the books Kenji lent me... Oh, my throat. I should have drank when I was troubleshooting. Having exhausted the books Kenji lent me in just a few nights, I go back to the library, deeming it a safer alternative for getting my reading fix. I return the books he had stolen while I'm at it to Yuko's delay. I don't tell her where I got them though. You sure read a lot, don't you? Yeah, I guess I do. I mean, I do. Even I think it's weird. I think I might have a reading problem. Maybe I'm junky. Need to get some bottles. I have a tall glass. Like a tall... Would this even hold 1 liter? Surely it would. Maybe like a 1 liter glass. And I pour the water into my more normal sized glass. It's just that, yeah, it takes a bit of time. If I've finished a glass and I'm going to the next one, it just takes a bit of time to pour it in. And then also drink it. So some breaks are longer than others. What do you mean, no way? It's like a huge glass thing. Das Boot. Honestly, it might be 2 liter. How big's this bottle I have next to it that's empty? 1.25. Okay, yeah, this bottle should hold about 1 liter then, or around about. It's just like a huge glass thing that you would keep in a fridge. It's open at the top, there's no lid. And yeah, it's just like a glass bottle. Well, the reason I say thing instead of bottle is it's not shaped like a bottle. Well, it is, but then it goes in, and then before it becomes the, like, top part of the bottle where you would put a lid, it, like, opens back up. It's like a weird vase shape. It kind of goes back in and then out. And then you pour it from the out part. There's also a glass bottle in the fridge, but then there's this weird thing that doesn't have a lid. Yeah, sure, that isn't just like a jug. It's not a jug. It's like different from a jug. It's not that open at the top. And there's no like lip part that's easy to pour from, so you could pour it from any edge. It's just like a circle. Look, don't question my glass wordage. Glass thing is fine. Also, something dropped on the floor, but I don't know what. Whatever, I'll sort it out later. Rin's rubbing off on you already. It's happening in real life too. What's Hugo saying? No, I didn't mean it that way. It's not weird at all. And being addicted to reading is a lot better than being addicted to something else. Yeah, I know. It was a joke. Smile at her reassuringly and drop the books on the counter so Yuka can check them out. I feel tired, so I sit down in the vacant chair in front of her desk. While Yuka goes through the modest pile of reading material I found, I let my gaze wander around the library. At the tables, a pair of girls is chattering in hushed tones rather than working on their homework. Why does it always use the word chattering? What's wrong with just chatting? The short-haired one notices me looking in their direction and waves at me. When I raise my hand back, they glance at each other and giggle in unison. I'm not sure how I should feel about that, so I decide it's a good thing. The one who waved at me has a horrible case of epilepsy. I saw her having an attack a few days ago. It was one of the most disturbing and scary things I've seen in a very long time. Chattering is longer for extra brain power. Sometimes it feels like the author just uses big or different words to be like, hoo-hoo, big brain words. Does it? Does it imply it's a name? Maybe. I'm gonna look up the definition of chattering now. No, it just says gerund or present participle? Chattering. Talk informally about unimportant matters. Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, she was chattering about her holiday. Alright, fine. I'll let it slide. Sound of chat rather than the action. Yeah, I guess so. After looking up the definition, it just felt like I don't know. It's just such a weird word. I've never seen it like used outside of this visual novel. Yet there she is, happily chirping about, away about whatever, as if she doesn't have a care in the world. Epilepsy attacks aren't that big of a deal. As long as you have someone with you who, like, holds you, you don't really have a problem. They just happen sometimes. Learning words of it. Yeah, dude, my vocabulary is apparently shit. I don't know, whatever. I'll tell you, I feel it. I feel the flexing. Sometimes these big words just come out, and I'm like, what? Surely that could have been said simpler. You know, the school is really something else. Yuko raises her eyes from the book she was going through, silently startled. She adjusts her glasses and puts on a nervous, confused smile. What do you mean? I don't really know how to explain it. It's just that everyone's so active, or how should I put it? It's not just the festival thing. I think, even though I haven't been here that long, but it's everything. People talk more, work harder, and just are more than in any other school I've seen before. I'm struggling for words, but it feels like I'm speaking honestly. The school feels so alive. It's refreshing, or it makes me feel like I'm stuck. I feel like that's how Hisao is actually thinking, but it's not how I'd be thinking. So we go against Hisao's will. He has no will. I am Hisao. Sure, there were some people like this in my old school too, but not as many, and it feels more intense somehow. I think if I had to pin it down to one thing, then the students here really appreciate going to school. Wait, I'm on the Rin route. Would that be a negative or positive point to Rin to say something like that? I don't know. I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah, me neither. Suddenly, I realized that I've just been babbling my thoughts to Yuko out of the blue. She's a bit of a jumpy person, so I fear I might have made a bad impression. She's looking at me with what I hope is curiosity rather than horror, so I figure she's alright. Well, that's good at least. Sorry for suddenly talking about weird stuff like this. I didn't mean to trouble you. Oh, I know I am, but I know I'm set with Rin, but I also know that, because I'm on Act 2, but I know there's a bad ending that you can get at the end of Act 2, or you can get past it in Act 3, and then there's a neutral and a good ending. So, I'm just trying to not get the bad ending. Because Toast, I think it was, said like it's like a point system, so I feel like each decision either gives or takes a point kind of thing. I guess not all of them matter, which is good. Oh no, it's not troubling. I'm happy to listen if you feel like talking. It makes me feel a little reliable too. Yuko smiles sweetly and a little bit ironically. At that, I respond with a thankful smile of my own. As she pushes the neat stacks of book across the counter, I stand up and gather them in my arms. Here you are. Thank you. Guess we'll be meeting each other again. Please come by anytime. Oh, really? That's interesting. Does that mean I'll have to do a route twice to see your dialogue? I guess I can just go back to save points. Yuko's kindness is heartwarming. You can count on it. See you later. At least I'm saving this time. Yeah, I saw that when I got the Kenji and Death, and and then I just went back to the start altogether to get back to here, and I saw some different dialogues options, and then ended up with Rin. Silvochilkul. Don't know how to say that. You know who you are. Thanks for the follow. I haven't seen you in chat, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. The morning of the track meet greets me with a brilliant sunshine from a crystal blue sky. While I leisurely stroll towards the track, I decide this is a good sign. Of what? I'm not sure. The event isn't as exciting for me as it seems to be for a large portion of the student body. I'm even less interested in watching sports than I am in participating. Cheering for Emmy is a good cause. I'm not expecting this to be any sort of amazing and spectacular experience, but it can't hurt. Probably be spending the time reading while cooped up in my room otherwise. Oh, is that them saying that they speak a different language? I guess it is. All respect, man. Maybe I'll translate that later. I don't know. While I approached the bleachers, there was someone in the chat yesterday who also spoke a different language. While I approached the bleachers, I spot Rin emerging from the crowd right before she spots me. Good game. Of course, I said I would, didn't I? Doesn't necessarily imply that you had to follow through. Lots of people say things and don't mean them. Well, I don't. Rin shrugs, seemingly bored of our conversation. She turns on her heel and heads back towards the stand. So, are you excited about this? Not really. I love this girl. Cool. Hey, we got another Rin lover in the chat. I guess I put Rinra in the title, so I guess I'm attracting all the Rin lovers right now. Me neither. Then why did you come? Why did you? She doesn't reply at all, so I decide not to either. We enter the bleachers, and Rin nods upward. Up there. Rin leads the way, and soon we're settled down on an almost empty bench. Whoa, who the hell's this? There's an older woman sitting next to Rin. Someone's mother, I assume. Is she Emmy's? I guess. Why else would she if she's someone's mom and she has a sprite, she's someone important's mom. She's got rather long hair done up in a braid. On seeing Rin, she gives her an oddly familiar seeming grin. Oh god, my throat. Oh, is it a teacher? Well, this is surprising. I thought you went to get a snack, not a boy. Hey, I can be both. Huh? This is no good. The woman laughs at Rin and shakes her head, apparently unable to find a comeback for that. I know the feeling. Well, I suppose you've always been one to go out for one thing and bring back another. But I'm being rude, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Meiko Ibarazaki. I'm sure that if you know this girl, you've at least met my daughter too. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that explains it. She's a taller, older, more motherly Emmy. I guess I forgot. Did I know that was Emmy's last name? I forgot it. If I was meant to know that already, I forgot. Apart from her hair being some... Also, I didn't know, but you said, what is it? Oh yeah, you try to watch most playthroughs. That makes you similar to Toast. He also watches a god-awful amount of playthroughs of things he likes. Apart from her hair being somewhat darker than her daughter's, there's really no mistaking the resemblance. Sorry, I'm Asao Nakai. Nice to meet you. I'm Rin Tezuka. Miss Ibarazaki laughs again. She really does resemble her offspring, and then leans back a little on her seat and raises an eyebrow. So, now that we all know each other, how long have you and Rin been dating? My response consists of silence as my brain suddenly launches into gear, but just before I can begin a hastily babbled explanation, Emmy's mother bursts into laughter again. Ha, you're a blusher, aren't you? Oh yeah, watching the same thing with different commentary over and over. Just want that sweet content from the content tube directly into your mouth. I don't know if there's any way to keep my dignity in this situation, so I settle for a mumbled response. We're not... I know, but it's funny to watch you squirm. We will be soon. I'm sorry, forgive an old woman her amusements. She chuckles again to herself. Old woman? She sure doesn't look that old to me. Suppose I can let it go. How kind of you. It's starting. Hey, designs for unimportant characters. Hook it to my veins. They're bonding. The people in chat have found a commonality. Looks like the 400 meter dash. Maya scanned the runners before finding Emmy. She's smiling with an almost cocky look on her face. Oh, damn. Look at that. Look at those hips. Not bad. The starter raises his pistol. Emmy. God damn it, Toast. Bruh. Dude, it was nice. Alright? What do you want from me? Emmy explodes off the block, disappearing from the starting line in a blur. It's amazing, even as the other sprinters converge on the lines closest to the inside line, Emmy surges to the front of the pack. By the time she rounds the final turn, a few of the other runners have caught up with her. Yep. But she puts on a final burst of speed that leaves them at least a half second behind. Miss Ibarazaki whoops and shouts, applauding wildly and generally looking like any other parent cheering on their child. Amy bounds off the track looking pleased with herself. I cheer right along with the rest of them. The announcer, sounding suspiciously like Misha, gleefully gives the results. I think she's gotten faster since the last time. Shaking my head right now. This is Rin's route, not Lemon Girl's route. She do got a fat ass there. Yeah, dude, seriously. That was nice, not bad. Emmy's got the goods, you know? But yes, this is Rin's route. But I mean, Emmy and Rin are like a pair, so you know. She's involved in the route a fair bit. But yeah, that was nice. She was looking fine. It was incredible. Miss Ibarazaki grins proudly. Emmy's a heck of a runner. He falls silent at the next event as the next event prepares to start. I'm surprised to see Emmy standing out onto the track again. Wait, didn't she just run? Emmy's mother nods. Yes, but she runs multiple events for the team, especially the sprints. It's a lot of running, but Emmy can handle it. From the looks of things, she's right. Emmy doesn't appear to be tired, as if she hadn't run the previous event at all. Yeah, exactly. Rin was saying that earlier. Their limbs complement each other. If not for the sweat visible on her shirt, you'd never know. Which event is this? It's a 200 meter dash. She'll do this one, the 100 meter dash, and the relay. I see. Once again, the pistol sounds, and off again, Emmy flies off the block. The thumping sound draws my attention away from the race. It's Rin's foot. She seems completely absorbed in the race. Emmy's mother cheers again, and I assume that the race is over. Sprints don't seem to me like they take very long to complete. Your foot. Your foot was bouncing on the bleachers. Oh. You seem pretty into this stuff. I'm surprised. I thought you said this wouldn't be exciting. I suppose you're right. It's not that interesting. But I'm watching Emmy, not the sport. I don't follow. Emmy's the most Emmy when she runs. You don't get to see Emmy at her Emmyest very often. But here you can, see? She directs my attention towards the track again where the 100 meter dash is about to start. Hey, we got the nice shot again. I watch Emmy closely. As she gets onto the starter block, her whole body seems to relax, but it's a false relaxation. I can see that she's actually like a coiled spring. As the starter tells everyone to get set, her head snaps up and her eyes narrow slightly. Her mouth curls upwards in what could be a grin and could be a growl. When the pistol goes off, it's as if she's been unleashed from a cage, like she was always moving at this blinding speed, but we couldn't see it happening until the starter's pistol dispelled the illusion of motionlessness. As soon as she crossed the finish line, the fierce look was replaced by her normal grin. The conquering general returning to his farm. Amazing. She's really amazing. I've never seen someone move that fast. Well, don't look at me. I'm far too relaxed to run that fast. No, I think Emmy's prowess all came from her father's side. At the mention of Emmy's father, Miss Ibarazaki looks wistful, almost sad. He got her into running, you know. Oh, really? I didn't know that. leave it at that and don't say anything for a little while. I get the feeling this is something personal I shouldn't ask about. A beeping noise suddenly emanates from Miss Ibarazaki's pocket. Reaching into it, she pulls out a cell phone and looks at it. Honestly, text messages. What is he, 16? Oh, nothing. I've got to go meet up with a friend of mine. Will you tell Emmy I'm very proud of her and that I'll call her later tonight? Of course. While waiting for the relay to start, I peer at Rin. She seems uninterested in her surroundings, myself included. The remark she made before is still stuck in my head. Emmy's the most Emmy when she runs. It does make sense now that I think about it. After seeing her run now, I can believe that Emmy gives her all on the track. Sports are more than a hobby, or even a competition to her. They're a defining aspect of her life. What about Rin then? Does she feel the same way about art? Considering the persistence she displayed before the festival, I could easily believe it. Did I see Rin at her most Rin when she was painting the mural? The relay is about to begin, but I don't see Emmy anywhere. I thought Emmy ran the relay. She runs anchor, so she won't be running for a while yet. Did you see it? Huh? Emmy at her Emmyest. Maybe. Maybe this time. The race begin, and I cheer Emmy's teammates along as they pass the baton. Finally, I see Emmy sprinting onto the track to take the final handoff. Once again, I'm taken aback by how graceful she looks when she runs. It really is beautiful. The look of determination and fearlessness on her face only adds to the picture. Emmy at her Emmyest, I suppose. Hell yeah, tiny smile. Emmy flies across the finishing line with a great leap, just barely ahead of the next runners, but still in first. Well, let's go down. Gotta crown the victor. Tiny smile. See if you can find a laurel branch. That's not gonna be easy. Rin shrugs. At least we tried. Did we? Emmy's surrounded by her teammates, all of them congratulating her on the run. Rin seems to be waiting for Emmy to notice that she's arrived. Doesn't seem her style to draw attention to herself, or to emote beyond shrugging. Being more impatient than Rin, I wave to Emmy in her stead. She looks up and grins happily at us. Hey, you showed up. Should have brought you a crown of laurels, but I say I didn't find one. Neither did you. It wasn't my job to look. When did we assign jobs? When I said, see if you can find a laurel branch. Try to keep up. I shrug. Guess Rin's rubbing off on me. Seems it's my fault after all, Emmy. Emmy laughs at Rin and me. It's okay. I'm sure you'll make it up to me somehow. Sure. Good. So how'd I look? How ever recover. Very impressive. Emmy seems pleased with this assessment. I don't mention how more impressive her performance is given her lack of legs. I figure she knows that already. Don't people with those leg enhancements like end up running faster? Isn't there like a reason that the like Paralympics, isn't it like a whole complicated with like different disabilities, what people have, giving them different advantages or disadvantages? Great to hear. I was worried that I looked a little slow on the relay, but I guess I did fine, huh? Emmy giggles and then seems to remember something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're faster. Yeah, exactly. She was running against people with normal legs. They just had like missing hands or something else. It's not like Emmy's like feet are actually making her, you know, she doesn't have physical feet, so it's not like they're making contact with the ground. She has to bend her knees, but that's about it. Oh, before I forget, Rin and I are going to do something next Sunday as a post-track meet celebration. You should come along. Normally we do it the day after, but since today is Sunday, I've got homework and class and all that stuff to take care of. Oh, sure, I'd love to. Great, it's a promise then. Oh, right, your mum wanted to say she's proud of you. She'll call you later tonight. Thought I saw her in the stands. I'm glad she made it. Hey, Emmy, you're going to miss the medal ceremony. Oh, yeah, thanks. turns to Rin and myself. You don't have to stick around for this part. It takes forever. Besides, you should get cracking on your homework now if you don't want to be up late as Sal. Emi skips back to her teammates, leaving me and Rin by ourselves. Neither of us has the slightest interest in the post-competition ceremonies. So we slightly get away and back to the quad. The quadrangle! Back to the quadrangle. Rin yawns without ever trying to restrain herself and shuffles her feet around restlessly. I feel awkward, but less so than if I was with someone else. Still, I'm left hanging, not knowing what I should say next. Emi was great, wasn't she? She was great. I'm very jealous of her. Why? Like I said, don't you think it's great to be able to really be yourself? It sounds weird, coming from Rin. I don't think you, of all people, should have trouble finding a way to express yourself. Don't you have your paintings? She turns to look at me. For the first time, I see in her eyes this strange, hollow expression that I think must be unique to her. No, you see, the problem is that I'm really sure who I am. Interesting. Oh, what? Anyone else notice that? That was weird. I don't know if OBS actually picks up that sound because it's too quiet, but it like... Turns out whether the prosthetics make you faster or not is up for debate. Yeah, I knew it was just a thing people were at least concerned about in terms of the Paralympics. Because I don't think all the runners are just missing leg people. Maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe it's its own race. Maybe that's what they do. I'm not sure. Loading a lot of data. A visual novel? Well, it's 10 p.m. here now, so I actually have to walk my dog. And this is when I intended to end. And I will anyway because I do have to walk my dog. But it's unfortunate we missed out on, what was it? Like 20 minutes because of that troubleshooting problem that happened. We just got a transition, so good as point as any to end. And, that'll be it for today, I guess. Should I stream more when I come back? Probably not. I should probably sleep when I come back. It'll be like 11 or 12. Alright, thanks for dropping by. I'm actually really happy. I got 3 viewers, 2 new followers. It's going good. Nice to see Garbage Baby drop by. Sleep like a healthy human being. No, I refuse. I think the Act 2 chapter is longest. Probably. Stream tomorrow. Yeah, I probably will. Strem tomorrow? I will. I'll stream and I'll strem. Hopefully. I mean, I've gotten it 3 days in a row, right? I can keep this up. No reason to do anything else in quarantine. Alright. See y'all tomorrow. If you feel like stopping by for tomorrow as well. Should be the same time, probably. Maybe... I might want to move it earlier so that I can stream for more than 2 hours before I have to walk my dog. See ya. I don't know how to end streams. It feels awkward to just suddenly, like, end. Stay safe at least until Act 4 is done. There's an Act 4? I thought there was only 3. Alright. I'll be careful. I'll try not to fall off a roof again.